Xi Jinping is terrified. U.S. Navy to destroy Chinese warships with drone swarm. U.S. Navy destroys target with drone swarm, and sends a message to China. The U.S. Navy has destroyed a surface vessel with a swarm of drones for the first time. The strike, disclosed in a briefing, was carried out during the Unmanned Systems Integrated Battle Problem exercise conducted off the coast of California. The swarm attack, which was directed against a target identified by an unmanned surface vessel, was one of several unmanned systems teaming operations during the exercise. These included a combination of unmanned aircraft and boats identifying an enemy vessel that was engaged with an SM-6 anti-ship missile from the guided missile destroyer USS John Finn. Our goal for this exercise is to evaluate these unmanned systems and how they can actually team with manned systems, Rear Admiral Jim Aiken, technical manager for the exercise, told a press briefing. While many of the other unmanned systems have been described in some detail, officials remain vague about the swarm involved. It had previously been disclosed that the exercise would include an element from the Navy's Super Swarm project. This explores how massive swarms, which may include drones, unmanned submarines, and unmanned surface vessels, can coordinate their attacks against ships for greatest effect. And also how the Navy can defend against them. Navy researchers have declined to discuss this work. We do not know the size, type or numbers of drones involved in the swarm. However, much of the Navy's previous work has involved Raytheon's Coyote, a 13-pound tube-launched drone with 5-foot pop-out wings, which now comes with swarming capability as standard. Coyote can carry various payloads, including electronic warfare devices or an explosive warhead. The Navy's LOCUST program, the contrived acronym for Low-Cost UAV Swarming Technology, has previously demonstrated swarms of up to 50 coyotes coordinating their attack. The swarm has another advantage over conventional missiles. A swarm of 50 drones can attack 50 small targets, such as fast attack craft or unmanned surface vessels. The report fails to disclose how the swarm was launched. LOCUST was originally designed to be launched from surface vessels, but the Navy is also developing submarine-launched swarms. U.S. Navy tests laser weapon in Middle East. The U.S. Navy has used a high-energy laser weapon to destroy a floating target in the Gulf of Aden. The test took place in a war-ravaged waterway known for its strategic importance. On Tuesday, the U.S. Navy used a prototype laser weapon system demonstrator, LWSD, to successfully destroy a floating training target, the Navy's Fifth Fleet announced on Wednesday. The weapon, considered a next-generation follow-on to its existing laser weapon system, LAWS, was mounted aboard the USS Portland, an amphibious transport dock ship. False-color photos shared by the Navy show a laser beam emanating from the ship's bow and focusing on the static target. Running at 150 kilowatts, the LWSD is the Navy's strongest laser, some 5 times more powerful than the 30-kilowatt LAWS, which is capable of downing small aircraft. Tuesday's test firing was not its first trial run, the weapon having been used last year to bring down a drone over the Pacific Ocean. The latest test, however, was conducted in a politically fraught part of the world. The Gulf of Aden separates East Africa from the Arabian Peninsula, and its waters wash up on the southern shores of Yemen, where a Saudi-led and US-sponsored military coalition has been waging war on Iranian-supported Houthi rebels since 2015. The Houthis have taken to using explosives-laden drone boats to menace Saudi shipping in the Gulf, which links the Red Sea to the outside world and is a vital shipping corridor. Shipping in the Gulf of Aden is also at constant risk of pirate raids originating from Somalia. The US, China, Russia, and Japan have all embarked on anti-piracy missions in the Gulf over the past decade. The Fifth Fleet only briefly mentioned the significance of testing the LWSD in the Gulf of Aden, stating on Wednesday that the region's geography, climate, and strategic importance offer a unique environment for technology innovation. A U.S. warship fired on a TIC-TAC drone swarm that terrorized Navy destroyers off California for weeks. A U.S. warship fired at a drone that was terrorizing a Navy destroyer off the coast of California for weeks in 2019 after the Navy deployed special Ghostbuster teams to deal with them, new documents reveal. The series of encounters with suspected UAVs, or unmanned aerial vehicles, in July 2019, saw as many as 6 mystery aircraft swarm several U.S. Navy warships close to a sensitive training area at the Channel Islands, according to The Drive, which obtained Navy ship log documents via FOIA requests. It was originally thought that these swarms of TIC-TAC shaped drones only affected the Navy for a few days in mid-July, but new documents reveal that Navy officials were still dealing with these encounters throughout the month. New information revealed that on July 20, the USS Russell fired 5 shots at the drones, which The Drive worked out could fly at speeds of up to 45 miles an hour and traveled at least 100 nautical miles, far exceeding the capabilities of any commercially available unmanned aircraft, in a UAV exercises, according to ship logs. The USS Russell experienced a counter with the drones around 9:30 a.m. on July 20, shooting off 5 rounds around 11 a.m., with at least 1 misfire. 2 days later, the USS Russell sent out a Ghostbusters team around 10:30 a.m. on July 23. The team completed their mission around 11 a.m. The Drive defined a Ghostbuster as a rifle-shaped lower-end counter-UAS device that jams radio frequencies between the drone and its operator. It is unknown if the USS Russell already had Ghostbusters on board the ship or if it was bought in specifically to combat the increase in drone presence. UK warplane shoots down hostile drone near US base in Syria. British fighter jets shot down a drone approaching Al Tanf base in Syria on Tuesday night, the UK's Defence Ministry said in a statement today. The incident is the latest in a series of pinprick attacks believed to be launched by Iran-backed militias in Syria and Iraq against US and international coalition troops in the wake of the war against the Islamic State, IS. US Central Command and the Pentagon on Thursday both confirmed the incident. Press Secretary John Kirby said 2 unmanned drones were detected entering the 55-kilometer buffer zone surrounding Al Tanf outpost, which houses U.S. Special Operations troops and Syrian militia fighters on Syria's remote southern border with Iraq and Jordan. Royal Air Force Typhoons on routine patrols in the area were called to investigate, the UK statement read. As one of these drones infiltrated deeper into the deconfliction zone, it was assessed it was demonstrating a hostile intent, Kirby told reporters today. It was shot down. The second one was not engaged, and it likely left the area, he said. There were no reports of damage or casualties at Al Tanf garrison as of Thursday morning, Kirby said. The shootdown follows an earlier barrage of explosive drones that hit Al Tanf in October. Sleeping quarters and other personnel facilities on the U.S. side of the base were damaged in that attack. U.S. troops temporarily relocated ahead of the bombardment, about which defense officials had prior warning. President Joe Biden has twice authorized U.S. airstrikes against Iran-backed militias in retaliation for drone and rocket attacks on coalition positions. Such attacks mostly quieted down in Iraq in recent months since Biden and Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi announced the United States would not have any combat troops in Iraq by the end of the year, but drone attacks on coalition bases in Syria have continued.